I don't know what episode this is. I haven't even been keeping track. This is the real rough beginning stages, as I've been saying. Because you got to take this from nothing to something. Now, I got 40,000, 41,000 on TikTok. But I'm starting over here. I got 2,000, but it's pretty much like one. It's only one person that really get on this live. But YouTube is like, I need the YouTube subscribers, like the people who actually own YouTube for real. The people who actively go to YouTube. I think I'm gonna have to start making longer videos for real, because I don't know, man. I'm trying to get active on TikTok. I mean on YouTube for real. But it's hard because I think I gotta just, I'm trying to think of how to do this shit, because TikTok is easy. You could just scroll and see some shit and respond to it. It's different when you don't have a team. Because I know a lot of these content creators, once they get to where they want to be, it become easier once you got people that can help you out. Because I'm just getting off of work with one of my jobs, and I'm thinking about it like, I'm tired shit. But I know I'm not finna go to sleep or nothing like that. I'm not finna rest. Work is not done. I got done working for other people, but I gotta still work for myself in order to ever make progress. So basically, whether it's my music or whether it's this TikTok shit, this take a lot of work when you're doing that shit by yourself. And I see why most people don't accomplish their goals and shit, because you spend all your time working for other people, and then you still gotta drive there, drive back, go get your food, gotta shower, gotta cook your food. They do this shit on purpose. Like right now, the sun is down. Right now it's dark. Not really, but it's like the day is over. Think about what you do for work. And I'm gonna get into the whole man versus bear thing, but I wanna just talk about this real quick. Think about what you do for work. And I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I don't mind working at all. I'm not lazy, and I don't feel like regret getting up to go to work. I just don't like the fact that there's no progress. I don't like the fact that they take so much time of our day so we can't work for ourselves, and then they give you those measly 2 days on the weekend. And what you think everybody want to do? They want to party. Nobody trying to do no work. Especially like for me, it took so long for me to get to this point. It took so long for me to get to this point, basically. And I'm thinking about the fact that I started when I was 13. I'm 33 now. That's 20 fucking years. That's 20 years. And the progress is just now starting to show. People, man, motherfucker, I started making music with my friends at the same age. They didn't even last a quarter of that time. They gave up at the point that I'm making. Like, man, most people don't have what it takes because they don't believe in themselves, and then because they think because it don't happen in a certain amount of time. And you know why that's fucked up? Because the whole viral sensation shit, people haven't learned though. Somebody can go viral, but that don't mean they're gonna stay relevant. And you might be better than people that go viral, but they be looking at it. Yeah, that's, man, hell yeah, it was worth it. Because once you finally, because this is the thing, a lot of people think that making it big is like, people think that making it big is like money and fame. But you know what really make you feel like you made it? Because I felt this for real. What made me feel like I made it was finally getting people to listen to my music. I gained 14,000 followers, and then I started getting record deal offers and shit. But I knew that I made it, even after I got bad, because I'm like, damn, my biggest thing has been trying to figure out what it takes. Like, what do I need to do to make this shit happen? And once you figure that out, like, it's too late. I already got the mentality of making it, because I took the same shit that I was doing on, with my music, and I started doing TikTok, and I passed what I'm doing with my music on TikTok. I got 40,000 people. My last page got banned. That would have been like 50,000 almost, including the backup. So when you think about it, 50,000 followers, millions of views later, I've been trying to let people know, man, no matter what you want to do, if you consistent, that shit is going to work out. You just can't look at the numbers. Because perfect example, like I said before, I went viral the other day. I had like 5 million on one of my videos. Before that, the shit never got to 1 million. But then I just posted a video the other day that made me feel like I'm shadow banned. That shit was stuck at like 7 views, literally. I got 40,000 people on my page. They supposed to see that automatically. But that's the thing about TikTok. They will shadow ban certain shit. Like my realest videos that I really be wanting people to watch, they don't watch that shit. That shit be like blocked from the For You page for some reason. But it be the realest shit, the stuff that can actually make the world better. But like Simple shit be going viral, the dumbest shit, because people don't really care about nothing that matter until it's too late. You know, then they send their fake ass thoughts and prayers and condolences. Everybody want to hear that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. Ain't no action behind thoughts and prayers and condolences. That shit don't mean nothing. People won't even be the change that we need to see, but they'll give you their fake apologies and prayers and shit. But yeah, enough of that shit for right now. We'll get back to that later, but I want to talk about this bear versus a man shit. The most annoying shit. It's like the best and the worst. It's bittersweet, I guess you can say. Man, let me tell you, I'm gonna start off by saying the women and the men who hopping on this bandwagon, let me tell you, these people, they just hate men. That's all it is. They couldn't even just answer the question. But that's another reason why in this fucked up world, you gotta be specific with adults, because they'll take some shit and run with it. You know how many times I made videos and people comment like, so what you trying to say is, no, motherfucker, I literally said what I'm trying to say. But people act like they so ignorant, like they don't understand. But I paid attention to these women hijacking the 4B movement from the Koreans. These American or Western women was getting on here like, yeah, we're doing a 4B movement, and it was started because the men are dangerous, and they're like, the women are starting to back away from them. And I'm like, no, that's just y'all with y'all hatred that y'all been doing for the past 2 years that I've been on TikTok. It was a Korean man who said that the Western or the Americans, they hijacked that movement and made it about themselves. It don't have nothing to do with what they try to make it about over here. He said the reason why they was opting out of having babies is because the cost of living is too high. It's way too high. It costs, he was saying, like, just to get an apartment, you gotta put a down payment of 100 bands. And then you still gotta pay rent monthly after that. So that type of shit right there, it just made me realize, man, these American motherfuckers be just so full of themselves. If they hate men or they hate women or they hate black men or whoever, they gonna capitalize off of anything that go viral, but as long as it's negative. This is why the brick lady was going viral. You think about it. Long as they knew it was about black men and there's people out here who hate them, they can be jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, they don't like y'all. They don't protect y'all. I seen a lady, a non-black lady, get on there and say, I feel sorry for the black women because their men don't respect them and they don't treat them right. In a racist world, you got the audacity to say this dumbass shit like your race ain't known to be way worse to us. But not only that, the story was fake, and most of us knew that shit was fake. That Roe lady, we knew that shit was fake. She the perfect example of a fake ass motherfucker. I can tell when somebody not being genuine. But you can't even say that because they like, oh, you're shaming and you're invalidating our experience. And look, all this weak ass shit y'all talking about, man, let me explain what happened. I swear, I could not scroll without seeing women talking about the 4B movement. Every woman was posting about that. When I tell you, as soon as the bear versus man shit start trending, I haven't seen one woman post about the 4B movement. Now they talking about how dangerous and scary men are, so they would rather be with wild bears. Motherfuckers are so fucking delusional to reality, they say dumb shit. You rather be with a wild bear. Well, at least I know the bear's not gonna do anything other than maul me or take my life. And that's the thing. So what you pretty much asking is, would you rather be around wild bears or live in society the way we do now? That's what the question really is. But that's the thing. These women on here talking about, oh, it's a shame how many women would rather be with a bear. No, y'all would just rather do and say dumb shit to prove a point. That's what it is. And it's really annoying because they act like they so slow, like we don't get what they trying to say, like we don't get what they mean. Yeah, we live in the same world y'all live in. The same women who act like they so terrified of men, they be watching all these crime documentaries every night. They be obsessed with that shit. And not only that, the part that really bothered me the most is the fact that on my timeline, I keep seeing this woman who in the army. Well, she had on the army uniform acting like she was just getting off of work. In reality, she just got done burying her baby. So she's sitting there trying to act all concerned, trying to help them find her kid like she lost and missing. She buried the baby next to the grandma. And before they could get to the baby and find out what happened, you know, like do an autopsy, it was some animals that ate her up. They got to her. And I was just thinking, like, at the same time this video is trending, because I can't even scroll without seeing this shit, I'm seeing women talking about how they'd rather be with a bear because men are just dangerous and scary. I'm like, some of y'all kids not even safe with y'all. What are y'all talking about? Every fucking day, it's a new story of women proving that they just as capable as men, whether it's good or bad. And they be the first ones to tell you, we can do anything a man can do. We're capable of everything a man can do. We don't need you. And that's right. But they don't want to take accountability for the bad shit they can do also. But it don't even matter because they got prisons. They got prisons for women specifically. Women who commit the same crimes as men. Don't matter if it's essay, don't matter if it's taking somebody's life, robbing from somebody, stealing somebody, abusing somebody. Women are in prisons for the same shit. So when they be on here generalizing all the time, that's the scariest shit in the world, to think that we live with so many grown women who don't think nothing they do is wrong. But that's what prison is made about. That's what prison is made up of. People who think they don't do shit wrong or they don't care. Either way, it's fucked up. So they don't hear, yeah, it's a shame we're more terrified of bears. You know how many women are in prisons? Millions of women all around the world are in prisons because they do the same shit as men. And you ask yourself, why? How is it possible that women can do the same shit as men? Even bears. The bear will take your life, the man will take your life, the woman will take your life. But why can we all do the same things if our gender or species is the problem? Because it's not. We got life. We got a mind of our own where we can tell ourselves right is wrong or wrong is right. And that's what happens. Every woman in prison, if she not innocent, she thought that wrong was right, the same as a man. They talking about how men are dangerous and we don't feel safe at night and they're getting essayed and all this stuff. But think about the fact that the teachers are going viral every week for touching kids. Ain't that fucking crazy? Every week teachers are going viral because they forcing themselves on kids in school. This motherfucker right here. Literally every week. It's the craziest shit in the world. And I'm like, man, what world do y'all live in? And you know what I think the problem is? Because when men hear the story of the women teachers, the first thing we thinking of what it was at when I was in school. See what I'm saying? And that's why people don't get it. A lot of those students, a lot of those girls, they wanted that shit. And I'm not talking about the women who was forced on. I'm talking about they be sleeping with the teachers. And the reason I say is because it's the same way men are. We are the same way. You like what you like. You like what you think you like. When we was younger, we wanted, every dude had a dream like, damn, maybe I can sleep with the teacher or something. When we hear about the stories, the teacher slept with the student. We like, damn, why he snitched? Where he was at when I was in school? That's the first thing we think as men because we normalize that shit. But at the end of the day, you still being taken advantage of by somebody way older. And the fact that women are doing this all the time, it just show you, man, we allowed them to be delusional, to live in a fairy tale world. And it caused a lot of problems, not just for the world, but for them. When we on here talking about men versus women, that's what my content, you see, when I'm posting about men versus women, this is why they can't win. This is why my shit be going viral, because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. If you a man or a woman and you on here trying to point the finger as to why relationships don't work, and yeah, you are part of the problem. You in the process of becoming one of them hurt motherfuckers that hurt people. It's a cycle that needs to end for real. People on here trying to convince themselves that wrong is right. Somebody got to pay for it though. That's what they don't tell you. It's the simplest shit in the world, man. They said I'd rather be. It tells you a lot considering that a woman would rather be a bear. Yeah, y'all fucking delusional. That's what it tells you. It tells you that you're delusional to reality. Because you think you're safer with a bear because you want to generalize men based off of Jeffrey Dahmer's in the world. And it ain't even that many people that's bold as him. But that's the thing, man. That's the problem that women have. They adopted something from racist people, and I realized mentality where they generalize men, they got that shit from racist people when they do it to black people or non-white people. What I mean is this. If the question was, would you be more afraid of a bear in the woods or a black man in the woods? It wouldn't be a lot of women. It would be like, unless they was racist. Most of the racist people will be responding. Most of the self-hating black people will be responding because they feel the same way about us that a lot of women feel about men. They all the same. That's what it is, a generalization. I feel safer. I'll be safer with the bear. You know they got prisons for y'all too, right? I'm the motherfucker who's gonna keep it real. Because it's annoying to me. I hate fucking double standards. And I hate how people just live in the world where they don't think nothing they do. Because I know you a problematic motherfucker if you think that. Say men are the problem, women are the problem. Yeah, you just invalidating a lot of people's experiences. I guarantee you, there's plenty of men and women who agree that other gender is the problem. But you're gonna always think that about what you date. It's about would you rather be alone with a bear or a man. Now that's why it's a shame that we adults and we gotta be specific. Because when people ask me questions where I can't win, hypothetical shit, I don't even entertain it. Neither. It's about would you rather be with a bear or a random man? Neither one. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather my kids go with a random man than a fucking bear. No matter what these motherfuckers talking about, I put my money on humans before I put it on a bear. We different species. What else though? Like I said, that lady who unalived her baby, that's not the first story. It's another story of this woman and her man. He abused the son died, and he left him in a room to rot. And then they end up moving out of the crib into a different apartment, but they left the kids there. They left the 15-year-old there with his little siblings until they eventually called the police. But that's just what I'm saying, like, some of these girls out here running their mouth, they don't even realize that they own kids not even safe with a lot of them. When you got family member who lost their life because of women and you see dumb shit like that, that's what it's irritating as fuck. Grown ass women, delusional as hell. They can't wait to get on the internet and talk about how men are so terrifying and so dangerous. Why do they have prisons for y'all then? What is the point? Free all of them motherfuckers. Because I promise you, as soon as they hear the story, they say, I feel so bad for them babies. No, generalize y'all self like y'all do men. Talk about how dangerous and scary y'all are too. You motherfuckers be harming and harassing kids and shit. When that Jodi Arias girl went on trial for unaliving her baby, everybody was talking about how dangerous and violent and evil she was. That's a woman. Same shit that men do. But when they realize how stupid they sound, they start talking about statistics. Nobody care about that dumbass shit. Because the problem ain't the statistics. The problem ain't men or women doing it more. The problem is the fact that they fucking do it. Why do they do it? Because it's a mentality that we all can have, where you can tell yourself that wrong is right. And if you get rid of this mentality where people tell themselves wrong is right, it don't even have to be about essay. It don't even have to be about taking somebody's life. It can be about anything in the world. All of the problems start from one thing: believing that wrong is right. It's that fucking simple. But they like, oh, the men do it more. Yeah, shut up, man. Nobody care about that shit. The victims out here ain't trying to hit it. All of the men who victims of women, they don't care about that dumbass shit. They wish they didn't underestimate women like they be trying to convince us we need to. You don't have to worry about women. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I never in my life underestimated a woman ever. I see the prisons. I see Oprah. Good or bad. Women can do anything men can do, and I don't care what nobody say. You can think what you want, but God made us a certain way. The only reason we don't think we can do whatever we want to do is because we programmed to do what they want us to do. Women grow up weaker than men because when you trying to do shit, no, let your brother get that. Let your uncle get it. Why you carrying those groceries? Let a man get it. They basically want y'all to be weak. Why you think it's women out here who bodybuild is stronger than most men out here? We raise people to be exactly how we want them to be. A man ain't supposed to cook and clean. A woman's supposed to do it. Now you know how to cook. Your house dirty as hell. Like what now? A man's supposed to pump her gas and take out the trash. So who doing it when you ain't around? Come on, man. Like we living by books and shit. We living by books where they basically tell us what to do, and we doing what they telling us to do instead of what we capable of. It's just stupid as hell. But yeah, man, that bear shit is really annoying. But I'm not even gonna let it get to me because I know that it changed subjects every week. It went straight from the 4B movement to would you rather be with a man versus a bear. They're gonna use anything to express their personal hatred. That's all they're gonna do. Watch how it becomes something else. And I'm gonna be the first to talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all know when I go live again. I'm gonna even make a TikTok video about it. It's gonna be a new trend. Every week is something. With the brick lady, they love to use that to talk about black men. When Young Jeezy was talking about I need my sisters more than ever, they use that to act like that's what black men think. When men out here cheating on their wife and shit, they use it to act like, you see how men are? You see why we gotta just stick to ourselves? motherfuckers are closed-minded, simple-minded, don't think for real, like, got a brain for nothing. And I'm not just talking about women, I'm talking about men too. This shit is just annoying. We got all these podcasts and all these motherfucking think pieces that people got going on, but they don't know what they talking about. The people who know what they talking about, like me, shadow ban. One person on live for 20 minutes. That's how it is. I be saying the realest shit, and those views get 10 views, 100 views, 1,000 if I'm lucky. But then bullshit, it get 300,000. I'm like, what is this, man? I got the real shit, the real information that can actually change people's life, for real. To change people's life and the world, because those are the two that matter. You have your life, and then you got the life around you, the world. You got to make both of those better. And you know what I always say? People think they believe in God, but you know what? You can tell how much they know about God based off of the reflection of the world in our life. The God we believe in individually is a reflection of our life, and the God we believe in collectively is a reflection of the world. When you look at the world in the history books and the news, when you turn it on, it sounds like it's a lot of evil going on, ain't it? So imagine believing a God that this evil world teaches. And I'm not saying they gotta be perfect, but where's the solution to make the world better? There is none, but they want to teach you about God though. Like, why is nobody making the world better, but we gotta live in it? Imagine laying in your bed and that motherfucker stank and that bitch dirty. It's crumbs and everything all in your bed. You think you're gonna have a comfortable night sleeping? You can always be tossing and turning, complaining. Why the world so fucked up? Why is this like that? You know why it is. You see what's happening. What are you doing to make it better? Nothing. You know your bed is dirty, but you ain't gonna clean it. Wash them damn sheets, fluff the pillows, change them motherfuckers. You're not gonna be like, we try to live happily ever after. That's why you think people go in gated communities. You can't hide from this shit. And people try to run from evil. That shit will eat you from inside. That's what cancer is. That's what all these viruses and diseases is. People try to hide from it, but it's fucked up because you put it right back in you. You consuming it. Right? People don't even realize, like, man, I haven't been sick in like 2 years, 3 years. Last time I got sick was coronavirus. And the only reason I got sick is because I had just started to change my diet. So even getting sick, you know, that shit is what the last 14 days, you lose your taste and all this shit. I was down for 2 days, maybe. That shit, then, man, I went back to work thinking I ain't have COVID. I didn't even know I had COVID because I was normal. By the time I went back to work, it was only 2 days. And then when I went back to work, they had me take the test because I was sick. I mean, because I told them, like, you know, I had to take a test because I told them I wasn't feeling good, even though I was at work today. And then they was basically like, yeah, you got COVID. They sent me home for 2 weeks or 10 days. But I'm telling you, how I felt exactly how I feel now. That shit was gone. So I'm like, damn, I'm finna get paid to just be chilling at home, regular as hell. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's cool with me though, but I'm gonna tell you something. My diet changed. That's the reason why I was only sick for 3 days. But everybody else losing their life, or they losing their breath, or they losing their taste, they smell, and shit like that. Man, I haven't been sick in I don't know how long. I might get the sniffles for like 30 minutes. But that's it. I don't get sick no more. The only thing I really changed, I did change a lot. I don't eat as much, but I don't eat meat no more. That's the thing. That changed a lot. I don't eat no meat at all. And I feel like that do a lot. Prevent a lot of mucus. I don't be coughing up a lot of mucus and stuff. I don't have a lot of snot. And you know what I'm saying? Not to be fucked up and dirty right now. I'm just saying. That mucus is what kill us. For real. The mucus, it affects different parts of our body depending on where it's leaked. In your brain, in your nose, when you sneezing, coughing, and got a cold, you know they say. My nose is stuffed up. No, that's mucus, motherfucker. It's too much, excess of it. It's that mucus goes into different places in your body. It kills you. They just call it a different name, but it's all from the mucus though. You think about it. I just had my uncle was in the hospital, couldn't digest food and shit. He had to do surgery, cut his stomach open and all type of shit. And I was just thinking, like, man, that food, I'm telling you, that's that mucus, man. And then on top of that, it ain't just the meat, but then the dairy products. You clogging your stomach up. Not even just that, but then the oils. I want y'all to do a favor. If y'all eat meat, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Cause I was experimenting on this shit without even trying. I was at work and the chef was making something with ground beef. Some of it got in a sink, right? But do y'all know what happened when it dried up? Do y'all see what it looked like when oil dry up? Or have you ever put it in a freezer and it turn into like the gelatin stuff? And it be all like clogged up? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. What y'all gotta understand is when you got meat and you start to just leave it out and see it get clogged up and stuff, the oils and shit, that stuff is happening inside of us. And people don't understand that shit. That shit is happening inside of us. You talking about people got clogged arteries and shit, clogged pores and all that. And that's because that food, man. I'm telling you, man. It was some cheese in the sink by accident. Get like some shredded cheese and get like, you know, those little, those sink drainers. Put some shredded cheese on a shrink drainer and run some water on it and watch what happens. And you got to think about it, man. The way cheese clog up when the water touches it, that's what happened inside of us. When people can't use the bathroom, but you just had all this food. It was cheese though. That shit fuck us up for real. We out here eating animal products, drinking animal products. You know how brainwashed they got us? They said the babies got to drink milk to go big and strong. That's not a fucking cow you talking about. That's a human. Why do the mama produce milk? If the baby's supposed to drink cow milk? That's fucking crazy, ain't it? And like Dick Gregory was saying, I ain't even gonna try to act like I know too much about this, but I know Dick Gregory know what he's talking about. He was talking about how, what they call it, crib death. When babies die in their crib, that's due to fucking the cow's milk. They say you gotta drink cow's milk to become big and strong. Man, think about this. You know how when cows are born, how fast they grow? You know how fast cows grow, right? They not humans. We don't grow like animals. So imagine what it's doing to you when you drinking the shit that's supposed to be for a cow. Imagine how much it's fucking you up. On top of that, they say, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't, no, you just don't have a fucking cow stomach. That's what it is. It's about you lactose intolerant. You don't have a cow stomach. You don't have udders, motherfucker. This shit is just crazy to me, though. That's why I never feed my baby none of that shit. I don't have kids yet, but I'm glad I know what I know. So I'm paying attention. My kids that never eat the way I did. Drinking milk to go big and strong. Y'all just making money. That's all you doing. You just making money off of people. You enslaving the animals, taking away they resources that they supposed to get to their kids. The time they supposed to spend with their family, you got them in farms and cages and shit to slaughter them. Basically, and then to feed us this shit. And when we dying too, basically. And people think this shit is sweet. Oh, it tastes good. It ain't nothing wrong with eating meat. The Bible say you're supposed to eat it. I bet it do. Y'all really believe that shit, huh? It's fucking crazy to me. The animals got a mother just like you, and you think it's right for it to be in a cage, especially for black people? I never put my dog in a cage. Matter of fact, I don't even like calling him my dog. It's a friend. We live together. I got a dog that's a friend. I'm not the owner, right? Because I'm smart enough to know, like, nah, I'm not finna be like these Europeans, these colonizers. You want to put a dog on a chain, put it in cages, cut off their private parts like they used to do black people, huh? Call yourself the owner. That's like put it on a leash. Nah, that shit ain't happening. Nah. I felt bad for even having a dog after I started thinking how I think now. But I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'll make it different. Put on a leash so the dog won't attack people. But other than that, the dog don't ever go on a leash. The dog don't ever go in a cage. Ain't no dog cage at my crib. You see what I'm saying? I was walking the other day and the dog ran up to me. The innocent dog ran up and the dude was mad, I guess. So he got the dog back over and he started like choking the dog or some shit. I'm like that's the thing. That's what I hate about being the way I am. Because that type of shit make me want to shoot a motherfucker. That make you want to slap the shit out of somebody for real. But what can you really do? You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart. You got to think. You can't just go out of your way and crash out for something like that. All you can do is just spread awareness, man. But some people don't. Some people shouldn't have dogs for real. You let your dog out without a leash and then it ran to greet a human. Probably sitting in that fucking house all day. Of course they want to see somebody. And you going to hit the dog. That shit, like, Niggas who do that shit for real, like corny ass, lame ass motherfuckers, weak ass motherfuckers who damn near get bullied they damn self. That shit make me so fucking mad. I swear to God, that shit make me so mad. You see people abusing their dogs and shit, or having their dogs in a chain or in cages. I be driving past places, see a dog and sitting at the patio, looking miserable as fuck. That shit make me so mad. Why the fuck is the dog in a cage in this big ass world? The fuck? That's just like us being in a cage. Would you want to be in jail, motherfucker? The fuck? Why would you have a dog in a cage? That shit is so dumb. It's the dumbest shit. Some people have their dogs chained up in the backyard. The neighbors over here got their dog chained up in the backyard. Why? The fuck do you even have this dog for? You got it. You living this entire life just chained up. You cut the private parts off so they can't have kids. You take it away from their family so they don't have family. So they just fucking miserable around you. But I guess the reward is they get food. They can sniff that shit out a mile away. They don't need your dusty ass. They don't need your dirty ass holding them back. That's all you really doing. You holding these dogs back from their purpose in life. Motherfucker, crazy as hell, man. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to go in the crib. I'm at the house. I know my girl gonna be excited to see me. I'm excited to see her. This shit is real. But yeah, man. All of these conversations that people be having, this shit about to change. I'm about to start going in. For real. Because I usually be too nice to even say shit like I've been saying in this video about women. Because they so fucking sensitive. But nah, man. Hell no. My brother lost his life because of a woman. My cousin lost his life because of a woman. I've been seeing shit happening. Growing up my whole life, feeling sorry for them. Because they be complaining all the time. Men are so terrible. They always cheating and they this and they that. And then you got to grow up and realize they just like us. Because they doing the shit to you. And I'm not complaining right now. I'm just saying. Like, you know how that shit felt to realize, damn. It was so weird and shocking when a woman do you wrong. Because all of the complaining they do, and they be sticking together like, yeah, you're right, sis, they're the problem. They swear up and down that all of us are the same and nothing they do is wrong. All of my friends then got cheated on before. Every dude I know, if he ain't got money, they get treated wrong. So I be thinking about that shit. Like, it's more disappointing to men. Men are more hurt by it because we hear all the fucking complaints. We hear all the generalizations. We hear women acting innocent all the time. So then when they do the unthinkable, brain be just lost. Motherfuckers be crying, ready to crash out. Remember I posted that video that went viral. The dude threw his girl off the 23rd floor because she cheated on him. Motherfuckers be confused. They can't understand. Y'all seen what happened with Tyrese? He didn't get cheated on, I don't think. Maybe he did, the way the girl just randomly left him. I'm pretty sure she cheated. But he like, what more do you want from me? He crying and shit. And he was talking about it later, like, he still don't, to this day, know why his girl just left him for no reason. But that's the type of shit they be doing. And they act like, oh, this is what men do. They're so dangerous and terrible. So I realized either they don't think nothing they do is wrong, or they think a man is supposed to have feelings, so it don't matter what they do. But either way it go, it's fucked up, which is why this whole bear shit is fucking dumb. But we gonna talk about it some more another time. Go ahead and subscribe, like, all that shit. I'll be back. Subscribe, yo. Hold on, what the fuck? I'm out.